Hello everyone, xHedra here bringing you episode 2 of Stoneopolis, a mod pack by BenBenLaw. Well, in the last episode, during the time lapse, I opened up this part of the base so that we would have a bit more space, and I went down here and made a mob farm that doesn't seem to be working. I have not seen a single mob in the mob farm to date. That being said, I saw a trick somewhere that I want to look into. So if I press map, no, and settings, show only surface entities, no. Oh, it's maybe if I say false, I'll see all of the entities. Let me just check a little bit more. Zoom, large entities, entities head, entities, large entities. Okay, let's try that. Hey, look at that. Yeah, so there's a lot of mobs, just not a single one in my mob farm or around my mob farm. So the thing is, apparently there's cave, and these mobs are probably just in cave somewhere, and I need to find them. So that's why my mob farm's not spawning any mob, because they're in cave all around. So that's going to have to be something for later. To be honest, this is a bit stressful seeing all of these mobs. So I'm going to come back here and I'm going to say, oh, this, and go back to, yeah, something a bit calmer. Okay, in the time lapse, I also made the strainer tank. The problem is they don't contain the water. They just stop the water from flowing down. But makes it nicer build so that you don't need those, but I still can't move the liquids, which means I need to get 2 buckets. I did start my drawer wall, and there's a weird lighting shading effect on it that I really do not like. I'm going to try and find a solution for that later, but right now it's not really urgent. So right here, I put 3 resource generator making void chunks, and this one goes into this one, that goes into this one, that goes in here, and we're at 522. I've got 415 mixed stone nugget. I'm going to need a lot more than that, but for now, I kind of stopped the production here. And right here, I reset the 2 resource generator to make some void nuggets, and we have 268. And I reset the bone meal right here, but I don't think I'm going to use that thing again. But anyway, we have it for now. So, we did some good questing. Oh, let me take care of one thing. Okay, the concrete dust. I've been telling you guys that there's a problem with concrete dust. And if I look here, I have 32 left and 40 pink concrete. So I don't have a concrete dust problem yet, but to make concrete, we need to make powder. And for powder, we need sand and gravel. We already have a way of making sand, but right now we have no way of making gravel until a higher level. So technically, you're limited on concrete dust, and concrete dust is what gives us clay. So it's not a good thing. I want to be able to have more. Here's the trick. So if I go right click, set home, which is not disable and is permitted, and on the Discord, everyone says to do that. If I set home and I come here and I grab this, and then I remove this. I'm going to remove the water and do this. This is the platform where I had the portal before. I'm going to say home right here to teleport back home. And if I right click, I go right back here and hey, I've got some new purple concrete this time. So I've got some more concrete. I just don't have a pickaxe to pick it up. But that's basically how you get infinite concrete powder. I thought that was a very important trick to know. Like I was really worried by how much I would be limited in my build. So I really wanted to share that tip with you guys immediately so that you can have the same amount of concrete if you need to. Let's make another pickaxe because I don't like not having a pickaxe. And let's get started with questing. So, in the last episode, we ended right here at Sandy. And the next step was to make void stone, an alloy of stone and void chunks, which is made by cooking void chunks and stone in an alloy kiln. So for now, I'm going to put this right here so that it's not in the middle of the way. And you just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you need the engineer's hammer and whack it. Then we can come right over here and we're going to do 2 stacks of void chunk, 1 stack of stone, and we're going to come back here and we're going to go stone, void chunk, cooked by void chunk, and we should start getting our first void stone. We are going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to need 5 of those to be able to progress. So while we're waiting for those, what's the next day? You know what? Let's grab that so that we unlock the quest. And since we have 2, let's make the sacrificial dagger. Sacrificial knife, sorry. That's what you use to hurt yourself, to put blood in the altar. And I already have 2k stone pebble. I'm keeping the stone pebble because we're going to need them for something at some point. If I need, I can always get more. I can always replace them. It's not a big problem. Okay, so this is done. Oh, it gives us 3 more. And this gives us a buck. Okay, so now I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to need 8 of these. Or 9. And we can go craft a furnace and 3 void stone and 5 stone. No. Okay, so it's going to want us to put deep slate or tough or any colored stone. Okay. You know what? I don't want to use my andesite and my woodsite. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come right here and I'm going to say, make me 5 white colored stone. Great. So now I should be all good to do this, this, and... Come on. Oh. It might have worked with just plain stone. Now I feel dumb. Anyway, we're going to come and we're going to put the blood altar right here. And this is how our adventure is going to start. So first thing first, the way to get blood is to stab yourself. Seems very smart. Look, 10 buckets. Oh, it's going in the internal tank. But we have something interesting in this pack. We actually get more blood than we would usually get with a prick. Usually with a prick, you get 50 millibucket or 100 millibucket. And as you saw with the first one, we got, I think, half a bucket. So that's really good. Now, the only problem we have is that, see how the regeneration is very slow right now? Oh, finally took a hunch. And then, come on. Another hunch right now. Come on. Oh, it's not doing it. So if you eat and you have saturation, saturation heals you fast. Like you see the saturation is just going and this is healing. And now I'm slow because I don't have any saturation and I need to wait. Finally, I can eat again and get more saturation. So this is going to be a bit annoying in the beginning, but there's something that's going to solve the problem fairly soon. We need some blank slate, which are used to make runes, which can be used to make your blood altar more powerful. We need void chunks, and we're going to want 8 slate. And what do we need for this? A void ingot. So we need some void stones, void chunks. 7, 8, and we need 9 of you to make an ingot. And it doesn't quite matter in which order we do it. We need to do both. So let's come back right here and just first, let's check. Okay, 1000 LP, we have enough. We're going to put that in there and we're going to wait for the processing to complete. And while we're here, we might as well eat and we might as well put blood in it. See, we're at 6 bucket. Grab this and we're going to right click to prick ourselves once so that it's now current owner XFAR. So then I can put this and first slate, second slate. These go really fast. I think the first level is like 100 millibucket of blood. So like almost instantaneous transformation. The second level is longer though, but that's fine. That's fine. We'll have a better system at that point. So grab all that and let's eat to heal. And let's check the next quest. So this is done. This is done. And now we have two things. We need to do a red colored sapling. That requires 4 more. But more importantly, we need to make a tier 2 altar to unlock the rest. So we want some blank runes. We're going to create 8 of those. So we're going to need some stones and the 8. So let's come right here and grab, I think a stack should be enough. And it's like this. Yeah, it's going to be enough. And then it's going to be 8 and this. And voila. So those are the blank runes. Oh, tell me you're not giving me some. No, thank God. Because I would have made too many. Although making too many would not be the end of the world. We're just going to break this around like so. And then we can go. Like this. And we now have a tier 2 altar. Not saying, but I'm pretty sure it is. Right now, we can make a sacrifice dagger to sacrifice others. So, you know what? We're going to put that in here. And while this is changing, we're going to come right here and make another one because I don't have any creatures to sacrifice right now. Well, that is done. Let's move that aside. That's another quest done. Then we need some reinforced slate. So it's basically a tier 1 that needs 2000 LP. So 2100. Yeah, it's a big difference. So for those, you make really what you need. So let's have that continue. And we'll come back and grab a couple more void chunk. Let's grab 16 for now. And we're going to wait for the tier 2 slate. And while we're waiting, we can heal a little bit. And let's make another one. And eat. And this is basically kind of what we're going to be repeating a little bit for the beginning. I'm only going to make 2 of these advanced plate because I really want to come in here. So I want some routing stick. The routing sticks require 150 and some stone stick. You know what? Let's just go like this and stone stick. We now have 10. That is not going to be enough. Oh, now I have to be careful. Okay, so that's what you have to be careful. I wasted some life essence. The moment they become a tier 1, I need to remove them like you just saw now. Because they'll start to transform into a tier 2, which is going to waste my essence. And right now, I just need some more to be able to craft a couple of things. Once I'm done with all of those, I'll start making the life stick or blood stick. I don't remember the name. So let's just do this quickly and we'll investigate later the name. Okay, so I'm going to start one of those and I'm going to start stabbing myself again so I can eat some more. And we have our first routing stick. Let's make the next one. You need an empty end to pick up. So that's why I always keep like an empty space on my hotbar. That's like that. And let's eat some more. And some more. And then we're going to go and do a little bit of crafting. Great. So let's come over here. That's probably not enough, but it's going to be a start. I'm going to need some wood. I know I am. So I'm going to grab a stack of this wood and let's just go through the quest now. So we need routing sticks. That gives me an extra one. We're going to need a node router used to connect nodes together. Doesn't have to be a direct connection. As long as the node can be traced to a master node, it will work. So, node router is 2 sticks and an ingot. So, 9. Let's come back over here. Do this and this. No. This? No. Oh, please tell me. Oh, like this and like these. Great. So now we have that done. That's going to give us a coin. What does that giving us? A coin. Then we have all of these that are very interesting. Master routing node. That's the one thing that's going to it's like the brain that connects everything. So we're going to need a wooden hopper and 2 mixed stone. Then we're going to need some input routing node, which is going to be another hopper. So that's 2 hopper. Routing nodes are going to extend the network. Then we've got output routing node. And that's 2 more. So now we need 4 hoppers. And those a standard item filter must be used in both the input and output nodes. Can set an amount to extract insert by clicking on an item in the filter and typing a number in the text box on the left. Guys, I wasted so much time because I did not read this, so it's going to be my pleasure to show you. And that's an extra routing wooden hopper. Now we're going to need a couple of hoppers. If I do this, how many hopper is this? This is going to be 6 hopper. I think that's enough. And what we're going to do, well, enough for the main for the first setup. So let's do this and grab that. Perfect. So not in the proper order, but okay. We're going to make a master routing node. I'm going to need 18 of you. And let's eat a little bit. And go like this. Perfect. So now I should be able to craft 1 of you. And let's do all of them. 1 of you. And then 1 of you. And finally, 1 of... Oh, I'm missing items. Input master. Okay, so let's go make a couple more shtick. Is that going to give me 4 or 8? 4. Perfect. Let's go and make a couple more of those. And yeah, I'm a bit low on blood. This. And you know what? If you click too fast in my test world, I ended up killing myself by doing this too fast. Okay, let's continue. And when I can. Oh, I'm going to need way more hoppers. Okay, so important. Let me finish those 3 things. And then we're going to go and get some more hoppers because I'm going to show you the setup. So we've done this, which is giving me a B-buck. The input inserts into the soul network. Okay. Outputs from the soul network. Oh, I didn't make the output one. So let's go make the output node. Output node right here. Like so. Perfect. And so this is done. Gives me 2 more. This is done. Gives me 2 more. And the standard filter item gives me 2 more. I'm missing 1 filter item, but I have another wooden hopper, so that's not a problem. I'm going to need 4 of those. So I have 2. I have at least 2 of everything that I need. I've got all of this, so we're going to be able to make our first simple setup. So first off, I'm going to grab you and you, just to save some time, and we're going to bring those 2 over here. I'm going to put you right here, and you right here. New. I'm going to put you here and you right here. Perfect. And let's come over here. So this is all done. There's a little check mark here. Simple blood altar automation. So this is how you automate. This is the master. This is an input. The input will take from the storage to put in the network. Okay. So we're going to want to filter allow void nuggets, any quantity. Then the output is going to take from the network to put into the blood altar. But this one, we have to say void nuggets, quantity 1. Then the void nuggets going to be coming out as copper nuggets, quantity all, and insert in here quantity all. Okay. So we're going to do that right now. So this is input in the network. Okay. This is output from the network to the blood altar. And these sounds. Oh, I'm honest, guys. Like, I'm just done. Like, I'm trying the best I can, but these sounds, I can never seem to find where they're coming from. There seems to be too many things running on my computers and sounds coming from too many places. Anyway, sorry for the renting. So this is an output routing node. So this is, if I come back over here, I'm going to grab some chunks. It says to do nuggets, but I'm going to do chunks to begin with. Okay, that's too many. I'm going to do this, and then we're going to do 16 of these. And then we're going to do 16 of these. I have my reasons, worry not. Okay. So if I come back here, so this is going to, if I do this, it's going to, you need to have, I'm going to grab two like this, and I'm going to shift right click. I'm going to shift right click. I'm going to put the nuggets right here, void chunk. Okay. So now when I click on this, I'm going to say, you grab void chunks from the drawer behind you. And this one, we're going to say, you, let me click first, shift click. Now you see the void chunk here. This is the thing that I never understood in the beginning. You need to click it. And once it's selected, you can write 1 here and press enter. So now this is one quantity only. So now you can do this and put that in here. So this is going to grab as many void chunk as it needs to put in the network. It's going to send some here, which is going to put only one in the blood altar. Now, from the blood altar, I need to input whatever is being created. So if you remember the void chunks, they give us blank slate. So now I'm going to go standard item filter, and I'm going to say blank slate. And that right here, no quantity is required. So I'm going to say, you grab a blank slate from the altar, and you're going to, using an output, where's the other output? No, right here. And we're going to say output from the network right here, the blank slate. And we have everything kind of working. Now, we need the master routing node that I'm going to put right here. And we need to start linking all of those things together. So I'm going to link this to this, 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 and this to this. I don't think the order really matters, but see, it's already going. Grabs one, puts one in, one gets transformed, grabs it, and bring it back here. And we have now automated the production of these slate. So yeah, it's that amazing and that easy. If we come back here, we can go and say, we have automated you. Win, win, win. Perfect. So while we're waiting for these to be produced, and there's 8 left, I'm just going to put a little bit more blood in the system. Okay. We're going to go back over here. We're going to make our first sapling. Which sapling do I have a lot of? 49. We're going to grab this one. We're going to come over here. And we're going to make our red sapling like this. And then we're going to, as always, make our 2 crooks. And as always, make a couple of shears so that we can go and start making some... Oh, I'm going to need my tool. I don't think I've kept it on me. No, I've not. Let's grab this and I'm going to make a little bit of space. That is not a lot of space. That is not ideal, but let's go like this. So do this. And we're going to crook to get more. Make this, this, and then crook to get more. And that should be a good jump start. Great. And then we're just going to make the rest into leaves, red color leaves, which was the next quest. Let's continue. This, like this. Going to quickly do this. To be honest, I should probably start the next batch. I'm just going to finish this, but I should start the next production batch in here because as you can see, it's already completed. But let me just finish this quickly. One last one. Great. And let's eat some apples. Oh, that's going to give me some good saturation right there. Great. Okay, let's come back here. So this is done from red tree. If you remember, we put some brown leaf in here to get some brown mushroom. And these in here should provide us with some red mushroom, but the probability is very low. I think it's 20 or 30%. 20% with a tier 1 mesh. So yeah. We're just gonna, we already have 2. So let's grab this and put all of that back. And for now, I'm just gonna throw everything in here because I want my inventory to be free. Great, so we've done this also. Now, let's rush completing this quest line because this is gonna give us something important. We need a rune of sacrifice, which is, can it grab just any stone? So it needs a tier 2 reinforced slate. I have 2 tier 2. Perfect. So I'm going to grab you. And I'm going to grab you. And we're going to come over here and I'm going to try and make, I'm going to need the stones. Let's come over here and we can make a rune of self-sacrifice. I'm going to need 2 ingots and I'm going to need a rune of sacrifice. I'm going to need 2 void stones. So, void stone, I have plenty. And let's grab, I want 18, but because I already had 16 on me, it makes it hard to calculate what it is that I want. So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Perfect. So let's put those back. Let's come back over here and let's try again. So we're going to be making 1 rune of self-sacrifice like this. And we're going to be making 1 rune of sacrifice. What is the difference? Okay. The rune of sacrifice means that the rune of self-sacrifice means that when I come over here and I use the sacrificial knife and I right click, so 5 bucket, 6 bucket, 6 something bucket, 6 bucket, 7, like it puts more. I don't know the quantity. Well, I say I don't know the quantity. Let's come over here and let's check. So if we come here and we look at the runes of self-sacrifice right here, plus 10% per rune, and it's additive. So if I had a second one, I think it's plus 22% because, no, 21% because you have the 10% on the original plus the 10% on the 10% and so on. But when you put a lot, it ends up by counting a lot. Let me just continue because right now we just need to progress so that we can get a bit further. So this is done and this is done. So the only 2 things left in this quest line are grass seed made inside the blood altar turns dirt block into grass block. Right here. Nope. Please tell me I have a grass. Yeah. So a dirt block. 9. Perfect. So I'm going to grab this dirt block and I'm going to come back over here, put this in the altar and what? Made inside the blood altar turns dirt blocks into grass blocks when used. Oh, mulch. 1 second. I do have a mulch, so it's not a problem, but you guys have to admit that this is written in a confusing manner. So 1 mulch, and let's go back with the mulch and put that in, and this is going to transform, and then we can grab you, and we're going to come right over here, and we're going to make it a little 3x3, where I'm going to put some dirt. And this is going to give me an extra one. No. And this is going to give me use bone meal on grass block. Has a chance to spawn different flowers and sapling. Grass can be broken into seed. So right click with this. And hey, we have a grass block. We're going to wait for this to expand. But we're going to accept this because I want to complete the quest line. And the next quest line is bronze. So void copper nugget made inside the blood altar. They are made by putting void nuggets, which is why I had the void nuggets. So now I'm going to grab this back, shift right click and put void nuggets. And I'm going to put it back here. I'm going to go right here, grab this back and put void nuggets. And I'm going to be careful to say 1. So if you don't say 1, what's going to happen is that all of the void nuggets are going to go in your thing in one go, and it's going to cause your system to just get like empty the whole blood. And if you run out of blood before completing the transformation, then you're in a bad way, because you get into a situation where it will never complete and you'll never have any more blood. So now I'm going to add this right here and put that back. And I'm going to go right here and put that back. And that is kind of why, I put some quad drawers, because then I can put those and just let them do their thing. So if I come back over here, it's going to give me 5. And the next step is to make an ingot. I've got 9, so let's go and make an ingot. This, perfect. And I'm going to grab a stack. I don't know why I just grabbed 18. I'm going to put a stack in there and let it do its thing. And I'm going to come here and put a little bit of my blood in there. See, that was stupid, because I probably wasted blood because I pricked myself too much without checking the altar status. Yeah, that was not my smartest moment. So let's grab all of these. And how do you get, so what do you do with these void copper ingot? Because these void copper ingot are not actual ingot that you can do stuff with. You can make some other material, but not really. The next step is to put them into a strainer with purified water, and this is a 100%. If it wasn't a 100%, I don't think people would play that pack. They'd be so pissed. Like, that is a bare minimum. So I can come back here to purified water, put those here, and that's going to give me 2 copper dust. Let's grab 1, and let's come back right here, which is going to give me 2 more. Now, these copper dust, they can be used to make the orange color sapling with 4 dust, or they can be used to cook into copper ingot. Okay, so that is exactly what we're going to do. We're going to come right here and throw those in there and start them cooking. And while this is happening, we'll just come and grab these 9 more. And at the beginning, this is really like, it's a process. You want to do them in batch. So right now I'm just doing them one at a time because I need them ASAP. But usually you would wait till you have like a whole stack, and then you would use the whole stack to continue, like, do whatever work you needed. So these are going to give me my 2 copper ingots, which is going to give me 3 more, which means we've now unlocked a couple of things. This is going to need 9. The copper mesh is going to need 5. The copper bucket is going to need 3. But what we've been after is a bucket. So yes, I'm definitely going to make the copper bucket so that we can now start coming over here and picking up water if we need to. Like, that bucket was a must. Let's do this. So now we're kind of blocked a little bit by waiting for stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just do a little bit more progression instead. Let's come back over here and see, I'm being more careful this time. Okay. So see, now if I was to prick myself again, look at the red bar. It stops at the B. We would waste a little bit of our blood. So I'm going to do it once more and see, we're touching the end. So we probably wasted blood. I just wanted to give you a quick view of this. So right now I'm going to put those in here, and that's going to be 13. That's going to be 14. Oh, 13, I guess. That's going to be 14. Going to be 15 with this one. 15. Going to be 16. I'm going to stop at 18. That's why I'm kind of counting with xHedra. That's going to be 17. And that's going to be 18. We can remove this. We'll continue later because those are going to be 2 perfect ingot. Now we want to make void tin. So void tin is made with, hey, mixed stone. You probably saw that coming, because why did I grab 16 void stone? So let's put that right here, and that back in here, and then take that and put that back. 1, and do this. Now we can come back over here and put all of those in here. And like I did with the copper, well, we need less tin, but I'm just going to grab a stack and come and fill that up with a stack. Okay, so this is going to give us a tin nuggets. So now we need to come over here and do tin. And put that right here. Can I? No. Can I? So there doesn't seem to be a way. Maybe there is, and I just don't know, but I haven't figured out a way of doing it without taking it out. So it's kind of annoying, but it is what it is. So now we have these getting produced and removed. And this is now working perfectly. Yes, perfect. I just wanted to see some moving. So while we're waiting, let's grab these 18. Let's come back over here. Let's make the other ingot. Let's come back over here. Make those into copper dust. And that is done. So the reason I need a bit more copper is that I'm going to want to make bronze. I'm going to want to make one craft of bronze. And one craft of bronze is 3 copper and 1 tin. Okay, so let's just... I think those are ready. Yeah. I can take those and cook them here. We now have 5 copper, which is great. 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're going to need a lot more copper. Let's count the tin, okay? We're going to need 1 tin to make bronze. Yeah. We're going to need 4 tin to make this. So that's 5. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to need 8 minus 3. We're going to need 5 minus 2. We're going to need 3. Okay, so we only need 3. So the moment we hit 27 right here, we should be... Oh, you're not inserting them in the same place. That's sad. Wait. Choose. Put it in one or the other, but not... Oh. Put it top right. Okay, perfect. So now that's going to be 27. So let me grab those back. Like I said, we only need 27. And then we really need the copper more than anything else. That's 23, no, 24, 25, 26, 27. 24, that's 25. This one's going to be 26. The other one's going to be 27. And so we can go back to the copper ones. We're going to put the mixed stone back later. But like I said, right now, I just need copper more than I need tin. So let's do this. Going to give us 3. Oh! Forgot about that one. So now we need to turn these into the dust, which is going to give us 2 more. Great. This is, like I said, going to give us 2 more. I'm going to cook all 3 of those because I'm going to need 4 cooked ones. And then I'm going to grab a couple of void chunks from you. And the first ingot from here. I'm going to go in here. 1, 2, 3. Don't know that it matters, but I'm putting it in the right order. That's 3 more, which means I can come here and I can now make the tin bucket. Great. Not great. I miscounted. Urgh. Let's go back here. And the reason I say I miscounted is that now I don't have the 2 tin dust that I need. So I need 2 more tin dust for the tree. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, so I'm going to put those in. And I don't know what's going to go first. Oh, it's going to continue with those. So let's grab those and let's come and make some more ingots. I don't want ingots. I want to make the sapling. So let's put those in. And while we're waiting, what's the next quest element? So we're still waiting for the bronze. We have the bronze, which gives us the next quest element, which means we can now make the coke oven, which is a good thing to make while we're waiting for this. So I'm going to come back right here. And as I've said, we need way more copper than tin for now. So let me grab another 64. And let's grab... Put those in here. Grab those. Just so they change back to the white stuff. Perfect. Will it take a... Will it... Oh. So it's probably going based on the priority of like the void nuggets are before the mixed stone stuff. You know what? Let's prove that. Is the order how they do it? If it's the case, that's kind of good. I don't have a problem with that, by the way. I'm just want to make sure that I understand. So if I do this, no, it took the nugget first. So I don't know. It takes the void nuggets first. Maybe it's because that in the frame drawer, it reads that as the first item. I don't know. Maybe it always takes from the bottom, like the same way that here it seems to want to insert in 2 place. But anyway, we are going to let this continue. So because of that, we're going to take these out. Because I want to let those finish. And even then, let me just grab this. I think I might make another change. Just give me a second. Get you right here. And let's just look at the quest line. So right here, I don't have anything to make the sapling. Oh, I think I'm going to be able to finish the sapling. If I do this, well, not the sapling, both of them. I mean, just one of them. If I come here and do this, it's going to give me 4 for the sapling. So that's very good. I'm going to put that. Okay, so I do think that's what it is. I think that the bottom left one is always the first one that's being used. Does that make sense? So 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to put all of you here. Which one's going to take? Yeah, it takes the white one. So there is a correlation, maybe is the word that I want to use. Do this. Do this. Oh, that's 19. That's one too many. So apparently I don't know how to count on the 10 nuggets either. And come back here. And this is going to make the other 2. And we can come here and put that in there. Let's continue with what we were doing. Oh yeah, it fell when I grabbed too much. Perfect. So we want to make the coke brick. The coke oven requires 27 coke brick, and we're going to be given 9. We don't need 27. We need 18. They're made in pair of 3. So 3 times 6 is 18. So we need to make 6 craft. So 6, 12, 6, 12, 18, 24. 24 clay balls. So that's going to be 4, 8, 12. So I need 3 more, which means I'm going to need 3 concrete dust. And the concrete dust needs to be mixed with mud. 3 muds. So do this and this. This. Perfect. That's 24. And then we're going to need 6, 12, 18 sand. I already have sand on me. Just going to grab the 18 that I need. And throw the rest in here. Void stone. I'm going to push a couple of things that I don't need in here. I feel that my inventory is way too full right now. Oh, no, I'm going to need you real soon. And yeah, that makes sense. And let's come back over here. Oh, I didn't put the right one. These are the one that I want in there. Okay. So now what I need for the last part is 6, 12 bronze nugget. So that should be simple as this. And then we can come over here and this. And that's 18 plus 9. So that's 27. So now I'm going to do the same thing. And I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to put it in the wall right here. And I'm just going to be smarter and do it faster. I just kind of forgot. Let's just do this. And whack-a-doodle-doo. Come on. I whack you. Perfect. So now let's go and get rid of some of these. Great. Oh. Still want some of you. I don't know that I need that much tin, to be honest. But let's put those right there and let's see. Oh, we're out of blood. Hey, that is a classic. And let's eat a little bit. Yeah, no, I don't want you. I want the copper now. Oh, this is kind of annoying. Let's come back right here and heal. Oh, wait. This is dumb. Okay, so I'm going to show you something. Now, the reason why I wanted to complete the quest line is they give you these mushroom for a reason. Okay? And the reason is not in the quest book, which is kind of something that usually annoys me, but they want you to discover a couple of things by yourself. I guess it's going to be okay. So I'm going to use this, and I'm going to make some bowls. 4, I guess. So if I'm going to make 4, I'm going to grab 2 more mushrooms. And if I come back here, I'm going to be making some mushroom stew. And before completing the quest, these mushroom stew would not work. And they have comfort. Okay, so comfort is an interesting buff. What comfort does is let me just prepare so that I can talk and do stuff while working. Let me grab 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna get rid of you. Perfect. So I'm gonna come right here, and these are all going to be made into wooden shears, and you are going to be made into 4 crooks. Perfect. Okay, simple. Now, the reason I'm doing this is I'm going to take a mushroom stew. And now I want you to look at what's happening with my healing. Okay? Remember, I'm going to run out of saturation, right? I'm going to run out of saturation, right? Yes. But you see, I'm still healing. And I'm still healing fast. I'm still healing fast because comfort means that you keep healing even though you don't have any saturation. So now instead of being stuck and waiting for the long healing of the next one, I can continue healing throughout the process, which makes all of this a lot faster now. Let me check here. This is all good. And I'm going to go and make the 2 saplings that I need. So let's come back right here. I'm going to get rid of these. I'm going to grab... boys. Where are my red saplings? Oh. For 1 second, I got kind of concerned, but it doesn't matter. Let's come back right here. I could have made that one again. Let me grab 2 sapling right here. So we're going to go these 2 sapling with 4 copper is going to give me an orange sapling. And with 4 tin is going to give me light gray sapling. So now I can come right over here and we're going to do this. And of course, the crook first. Shapeless. That was a big tree. Grab the 11 sapling. I love the 11 sapling. Let's do this, and we're going to now do the second crook. That's 22 saplings, so that's good. We can do this. Let's come back over here. Okay, so this finished. And we're going to put some more blood in here. And we're going to put a bucket because that was part of the quest line. And we're going to wait for the bucket to grab a bucket of blood. Perfect. And then a tin bucket to get a tin bucket of blood. So this quest is done. And pretty soon this quest is going to be done. Perfect. And I'm going to come back over here and grab... It's going to make some more copper because I need to be able to complete the copper quest. Perfect. Oh, I also need some mini coal. I completely forgot about that. So give me a moment. We're also going to take care of that in a moment. Let me just check. What was this? This is money. This is money. Okay, so mini coal made inside the blood altar. And guess what? It's with mini charcoal. So we're going to come right over here and I'm going to... Do I have any coal left? No. No coal whatsoever. Okay, so first off, we're going to make some coal. Obviously. So let's grab... We're going to make 8. So that's going to cook. We'll come back to that later. And while we're waiting to come back to that later, we're just going to do this and like this and Great. 11. And let's grow it. And the crook. This. And grab that. Perfect. Okay, so now we have both of those going on right here. Okay, so this is still working on the ingot. Oh, I've got more crook. So let's just do this. Don't think it's going to grab much of anything, but I just wanted to break it. Okay, so questline wise, this is all done. We're waiting for the mini coal. So if I come here, I can already get started. That's going to get transformed into mini coal. I'm going to throw the apple on the ground for now because I'm going to need to grab this. So now this one is going to get mini coal. Put that back. And this one right here is going to be taught about mini coal again with a 1. And put that right there. And let's put the mini coal in this corner. If we put the mini coal in this corner, yeah, that's the one that's being processed first. Mini charcoal gives me a mini coal. Come back. And we just need to extract those now. So let's do this and set up this as extraction. And then let's do this and set this one as insertion. And then perfect. So now the mini coal, it had a space, would go here, which is great. Okay, so the reason we're doing mini coal is that mini coal is going to be crafted into coal with 8. We've got 10, so let's grab 8 only. I just want to make 1 for the quest, so I can come over here, and that's going to make 1 coal, which is going to give me 3 more. I'm going to go in here and put all in here, so that these are going to make me 4 coal coke and creosote oil. 4 coal coke should be a bucket. Oh no, it's going to be 2 buckets, so that's great. Going to give me more coal coke. I'm going to grab all of those and throw those in here for now. I'm going to throw you in here too. Also want to throw all of you in here. You know what? I don't need this. Not going to need those bucket. And for the blood, that is... Okay, I'm going to need to just make a hole somewhere like this. Put the blood. So then I'm going to grab the blood from here. And grab these leaves. Not the blood. So the water I can put in here. Grab the blood and put it up here. I'm kind of skipping a step. But I want the copper bucket to be empty. Because I want to be able to come here and grab a bucket of creosote oil. So that now I can grab 2 blackwood. That's going to make 8 plank. 2 blackwood into 8 planks. With the creosote is going to give us some treated wood plank, which is exactly what we needed to, not finish the questline, to get further in the questline. So let me just push. I don't need the bronze for now. I don't need this for now. Don't need this either. Let's go and see here. I'm not crafting anything. I'm not cooking anything. Okay, so I need to... I'm going to put those 2 tin aside because I don't need them for now. I'm also going to put the hammer aside and these aside. Let's go back over here. And yeah. See? Oh, that was stupid. And when you die, your stuff flies up everywhere. That was a bit funny, to be honest. Like I told you guys, be careful when you're pricking yourself. You could end up killing yourself if you go too fast. Soul freezing effects, please wait 8.3 seconds. Okay. Well, thank you, I guess. But that will teach me to try and do stupid things, I guess. Okay. We'll just let that continue and we'll grab whatever nuggets we have here while we're waiting. But we can do this. That's going to give us 7. 7 is not enough. Grab all of these. So I'm going to need to make So that's going to be just, okay, perfect. Yeah, I'm going to have exactly what I needed. Let's put that in here. Let's come back over here and put these nuggets in here. Stop putting things here. Perfect, like this. And right here, we're going to put some blood, but not kill ourselves. And let's remove the shameful death. Remove, perfect. Okay, so this is done. Let's go back to the quest line. So right here, we need a block of copper and a copper mesh. So if I come back over here, this is not going to be finished, but at least I can start cooking some. So let's make the copper mesh. So I'm going to go like this. And this is going to make a copper mesh. A copper mesh is a tier 2 and has 384 use. It is an expensive mesh though. So I'm not entirely decided on how I'm going to use it because these mesh basically cost nothing. Oh, it's 3-4 times more use. Yeah, I don't know. I honestly just don't know how I feel about it. So I'm just going to let that finish. And while I'm letting that finish, we're going to start grabbing some of these leaves. So let's come over here and let's do this. You, and then you, and you. And we're just doing this while we're waiting for things to cook. Because right now, anyway, we don't have what we need. One, two, three. I'm here. I'm going to make ourselves another axe. And we're almost done for this episode. I just want to finish this quest line and do one thing in the next quest line, and then we're going to go into our time lapse for the next episode. So let's just do this. I just want to check. I already went to 3, 2. So 1, 2. This is the third. So yeah, perfect. So that's the right number. And by the right number, I mean I wanted to do half and half. So let's do this. And I should have some orange apple, I believe. No. Oh, no. It's not giving me apples when... Yeah. Okay, so that is one small difficulty. Do I have enough of any other colors of apple? Oh, 64. Yeah. I have plenty of apple. That's not going to be a problem. Okay, so let's do this. And continue. You know what? Let's just do 1, 2, 3. Perfect. So this. I need to get this down to a speedy, like a pro. Just as fast as I can do this. This. Great. And voila. Okay. So that's half of the stuff done with the orange leaves. So I'll put that right here. And I'll just put the orange wood also in here. And let's come back here. I do have more orange wood. Oh, what am I going to do with the red? I'm going to put the red here for now. It doesn't matter. Let's just put the red right here. Okay, so what's left here? I need to make my block. This. And that block of copper needs to be put in a blood altar with 5,000 LP to get the next orb. That's not enough. Let's grab these so that we stop this. Let's give it a little bit more blood. And that should be enough. And now we can put this in. And we're just waiting for this to transform. And while we're waiting for this to transform, we can just put this back in here. This is taking 5 buckets, so of course it's a bit longer. And that should complete that quest line, I believe. That's, oh, a second copper mesh. That is good for me. Hey, you're taking a bit longer than you're supposed to. Come on. This is slow. I don't want to take it out of my screen because I want to make sure that we see it transform. And voila. I'm going to grab this, but I'm not going to prick myself with it until I've healed a bit more. Yeah, and now I can go. Boom. And voila. We have a apprentice blood orb. We'll let that continue. Okay, so this is another quest line done. And the next quest line is friends. Now, I wanted to do this quest line for two reasons. I wanted to unlock the summoning block so I could show you the other way of getting blood. And these are things that I'm going to want to be doing during my time lapse anyway. So, for the summoning block, we want to have 3, 4, 5 bronze ingot, a bucket of blood, and 3 void ingots. So let me just grab 27 of you. Perfect. Right here. 27 of you. And 5 bronze. That's why I said I needed 8. And so that's this and that. And what's the other thing that it's made from? A bucket of blood. We should have our second bucket of blood right here. Great. So we can come here. Bucket of blood. 5 bronze ingot. 3 void ingot. And summoning block. Okay. So now we're going to need to come back here, and we're going to need another bucket of blood. I'm going to tell you why in a moment. Come on, give me my bucket of blood. Perfect. The reason we're going to need to do this, it says the summoning block can be used to spawn some mobs. Press U on the summoning block in JEI to view the mobs that can be spawned. So I'm going to put you in here, and we come right here. This, put some blood right there, and put the summoning block on top. Okay, so if I come here and I press U, it's going to tell me that with cactus I can summon slime, feather, summon chicken, necrotic bone, wither skeleton, this unfamiliar item, lava monster, this bone meal, skeleton, this leather, cow. Okay, so before we go any further, it gives us the bucket of blood. Darn you, game. Darn you sometimes. Anyway, we need to get Ender Pearl Fragment. Void Copper Nugget can be used on the summoning block with life essence below to spawn a Endermite. Endermites drop Ender Pearl Fragment. So, let's grab a couple of you. And let's just heal a little bit, and let's come back here. What is it that I want now? Let me get rid of this. Okay, so we're going to come right here, and we're going to click on top. So basically, this is a dagger of sacrifice, and here we have the rune of sacrifice. If the mob comes within reach of the altar, and you hit it with the dagger of sacrifice, it's a one-shot kill. So Endermite, one-shot kill, and it puts some blood in the altar. So we have 3 buckets right now. So let's just continue. This. I could summon, let's summon 2. Oh, okay. The second click didn't work. Let's just finish them normally then. And the last one. And let's grab those. Oh, wow. 9 gave us 21 Ender Pearl Fragment. That's kind of good. And we now have 4 buckets in the blood altar. It's not like it's less than when we prick ourselves, but it's not a bad thing. Now, let's do the next one. Grab one of you. And let's go right here and summon a skeleton that we can one-shot kill. Okay, but the one-shot kill did not give me a bone. So let's try this again, and this time I'm going to do it with the sword because my goal is to complete the first quest. So let's just come back here. This. And okay, that's how it's going to be, buddy. Let's go and let's try this again. This is a bit funny, to be honest. Whoa! Okay. I don't know if you guys noticed what just happened, okay? But basically, this gave us a lot of blood. That one skeleton that I killed went from 4th bucket to full. That seems a bit crazy. Still no bone. Hey, finally! You know what? That is amazing, and that is good blood. That is definitely the trick. So now we finished this, and with these ender pearl, with these fragment, we can do this and make ender pearls. Well, that's really amazing. And then there's a whole quest line around, like the geode fragment that's going to make the budding stone that gets us with lapis. And what's the time on the episode? Yeah, we're already too far. So I'm now going to go into a time lapse. Oh no, wait. That was stupid. Okay, there's something missing here information-wise, and I want to show you. These copper nugget, they come from putting a void nugget in a blood altar, or from straining orange-colored leaves over life essence, and with a tier 1 mesh, it's 60%. With a tier 2, it's 65%. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come right here, and this is blood. I'm going to put this one right here, and I'm going to start doing those. And see, I got one on the first try. So if I come back over here and I go 2, 3, and 1, perfect. So if I do this, I'm going to make another wooden hopper right here. And I'm going to need a barrel. So 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm going to do this into planks like these. Into a barrel. So I can come right over here. Do this. Put the barrel on top right here. And then I could put all of these leaves in here. And these leaves are just going to be processed over blood. And they're going to start giving me copper nugget without using the blood altar. This is really kind of where you want to get. There are things like now I'm making more blank slates so I can make a bigger altar and make more of these special runes. But the nuggets I'm now getting from the trees. And at some point, we're going to be able to put sapling into a garden cloche, and the garden cloche is going to start making logs, but it's also going to make leaves, and that's what we're going to use to process resource automatically. So in my time lapse, I'm going to get some colored leaves with the wooden shears and the light gray. I'm going to put blood over this altar instead of water, and I'm going to let it complete. Let's put that. And I'm going to have all of the tin nuggets be processed from here. I'm also going to be clearing things like this is not a good setup. I'm going to be removing a couple of things. And since all of these liquid, I now have a bucket and I can now put into glass. I'm going to be able to put in a better place where they're going to be able to get resource to and from. One last thing. I want to try one last thing before we disconnect. So right here, we have an output node. We have an input routing node. If you guys remember, the input node grabs stuff from the strainer, and the output nodes output stuff. Now, I don't know if this is too far. It might be too far. This is weird, but it did work. So let me just grab a couple of you and do these two and this. So we get 2 wooden hopper. And I'm going to go back here. Stop you. And okay, so this is what I wanted to try. Nope. Grab you and do this. Okay. 4 buckets. If I grab the sacrificial dagger and I do this, and you come to me, and I one-shot kill you, 10 bucket. OMG. This is how we're going to be getting our blood. Wow. This is seriously just amazing. Okay. So now that we've done the two, we've got the two filter. I need another master running, like another master routing node. So this master routing node, I need another wooden hopper and 2 routing stick. 2 routing stick. Perfect. I've got this also. I'm going to use a routing node. And no, I'm going to need a hopper. Let's come back right here. This. Perfect. And now can I craft the master routing node? No, I need 18 of you, little nugget. I need to start making those nuggets again, although not quite sure that I need since I'm going to be using the leaves. So that's true though. Let's do right here the master routing node. Here's what I want to try. So I want to do this. Okay. And I want to grab this and right here. Oh, okay. Let's break this. So now I want to do standard item filter and put the nugget. And I want to come right here and say, you're going to input into the network a nugget and you're going to output the nugget right here. Okay. And then I don't know if I'm going to need this. I don't know what the distance is. So I need to connect this to this and this to this. And 3 copper nugget, 4 copper nugget. Oh, it works. It works. Oh, this is amazing. And output is 2 wooden hopper and input is 1. So we need 3 more. I want to try one last thing with you guys. Just 1 second. So 1, 2. This. So output. These, sorry. So output. Input. Output, input. Okay, so input from here. Oh, I'm going to need 2 more, right? Okay, just 1 second. Do I have any more wood? Oh, yes, I have in here. Let's grab this. And 1, 2. 3. This. Perfect. I need these 2 to become filters. This. Okay. So now I need to put an output. Oh, yeah, I need, you know what? Let's drop the 3rd one. Okay. So output routing node. If I do this, it's now connected to this in the east, this in the west. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this and grab this. I don't think it's going to work. No, because this one has, what's it called? Like, it has metadata that it's broken. If I do this, I'm going to need 5 of them. Okay, so that's going to unfortunately take a little while. I didn't want to take, but let's just quickly continue this. How much more of those? Those are 4 more. Those 2 in here. I swear this is the last thing I'm doing. I'm really excited. I want to know if it can insert a mesh because it's going to have an impact on how I do my things. And what I mean by that is if it can, do you see how these connect on every side? If these can provide a mesh, then I'm going to want to put one of like 4 wood strainer around so that all mesh can be distributed easily. Oh, this is so cool. Look at all of these copper nuggets. This is really a good setup right now. So that's why I want the confirmation that I can make the absolute complete setup that I want. I need just 3 more to get an extra mesh, because the extra mesh needs to be without the metadata. 3. And what I'm going to do, I don't want to damage the mesh. Okay, there's nothing processing here. Perfect. That's good. So let's come back right here. And I just need to wait for 1 more. We're going to do the setup, and I'm for sure going to end the episode, and I'm going to have to do just a tiny time lapse. Not going to be able to go in too big of a time lapse because it's already a long episode. So if I make another one of these mesh and I do this, and I go standard filter item, and I do this, and I come over here like that, I'm going to put 1 here. These 2, I'm going to say only 1 mesh in here, right? And the reason I made 2 is that this is going to say on the east. Is this the east? Yes. On the east, mesh. I'm going to come back here. I'm going to put a mesh in here. Oh, they're not connected. Perfect. So now I'm going to say this needs to be connected to this. And this needs to be connected to this. And we got a mesh. We got a mesh. Haha. But, okay, if I come over here, I'm going to remove all of these and these and these. Okay. But if I put a mesh back in here and I do this, I come back over here, there is no mesh in here even though it's connected because it needs to have a filter. And when you do this, you now get a mesh, which means we have now automated. So I'll be able to put a filter like this here, 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 and east, west, south, and north, and have these filters just send a mesh. Like make sure that there's always 1 mesh in this machine. And then I'm going to be able to put like 1 node in between those 2 to extract, 1 node in between those 2 to insert, 1 node in between those 2 to extract, and 1 between those 2 to insert. I'm going to be able to automate 4 at a time very easily. That's what I'm going to be working on during my time lapse, just to be able to do a little bit of automation. And by the way, right here, I have a trick to extract a normal one, but I can change the trick to extract a tier 2 one. So I'll be able to make a couple of tier 2. So this is what we've accomplished for today. If I go like this, yes, you can see the blood altar. You can see all of the routing nodes. This is really a great pack. I'm having a lot of fun. And so I hope that you guys are also having fun. Guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye now.